Let's talk about rolling the dice at the foot of the cross. Hello, I'm Eddie Lawrence, and here's today's devotional thought. In Mark chapter 15, verse 24, they are crucifying Jesus. It says, and they crucified him. And then the soldiers gambled, they cast lots to divide his garments among himself. Now get this image in your mind. Jesus, the sinless Son of the living God, is suspended on a cross being tormented. He's agonizing in pain, bearing the sins of the world, but at his feet are soldiers rolling the dice, so to speak, to try and determine who's going to get what. Well, you can take this and preach it a lot of different ways, folks, but what I want to talk about is this. They're deciding who's going to get his garments. He had a beautiful robe that they didn't want to tear apart and divide that up that way, so one of them was going to get it. But what they didn't realize was the robe of righteousness that would be given them if they would just look up at the man on the center cross who was bearing their sins. Everything they would ever need, they would find in the gift he was providing through his death. God made him to be sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. That robe of righteousness was being provided through Jesus' redemptive death and his glorious resurrection. But those soldiers, rolling the dice, gambling away, business as usual, unaware of what was happening right in front of them. And dear friend, it may be that you're living your life unaware that Jesus Christ died for you, unaware that you can be made righteous because of the shedding of his blood. It is the gift of God to you if you'll place your faith in Jesus. Don't be distracted by these temporal things. Don't do business as usual. Look up at the Christ. Look up at the cross and call upon him to save you. And for those who are the believing ones out there listening to me, let's remember what he went through to provide us that royal robe of righteousness. Thank God for his love demonstrated to us through the cross. And my prayer is that each of you know that you are robed with the righteousness of Jesus Christ.